Hey guys, so here is decisions week post week one, I suppose. First, let's go over last week's 5 decisions. We have Tony with Big Ben or Vic, as has been noted many times. Uh, Tony picked Big Ben, and that was the wrong decision. It was a pretty egregious error, and I decided to give him -1 points on our overall total. Everyone else scored, picked the favorable matchup. I picked Vereen, who was the only difference maker out of that field. Matvey took Bradford, Billy took Lacey, and Bajam took Flacco and Freeman, who outperformed Locker. Moving on to the score sheet, as you can see here, I gave Bajam 2 points instead of 1. He picked the perfect lineup, not just the decision I chose for him. He also put Deshaun Jackson ahead of Steve Smith. So due to that, I gave him 2 points. Remember, it's like, whose line is it anyway? I award points how I feel. So some of you didn't get a decision last week. I'm going to try and change that in the upcoming weeks. So let's take a look at what I've picked for this week. First, we have myself, and it's back to running backs. It's looked like I'm going to have to pick between Joique Bell, Gio Bernard, and Mark Ingram this week. Those are less than ideal choices, and I think picking the correct one is important if I want to win against Mike this week. The next choice would be for Matvey. This is the second time in a row, but we're going to look at his quarterbacks. Bradford put up 21 last week, and Matvey is choosing to put E.J. Manuel in ahead of him. It could pay dividends, but maybe not. Tannehill's also there. So if Matvey's going to have success this year, he's going to need to continue to pick the right combination of quarterbacks week in and week out. Next would be Dave. Still, by the way, hasn't gotten his logo to work. I don't even know what his logo would be, though. So there's that. And he's picking Miles Austin over Greg Jennings this week. It's an interesting decision. Could be the right one, could be the wrong one. But let's take a look at that and see if Dave can get a win by hopefully picking the correct wide receiver 3 and being able to beat Catco. Next, we have Bajam, and instead of quarterbacks this week, I think we're going to look at Steve Smith, Deshaun Jackson again. Put him on the spot and see if he can pick the correct matchup there. There's also, he could slip in Givens or Jeffrey, but I doubt he will. But yeah, looking to stay on top against a hot Tigers team. We'll see if that decision makes a difference at all. And the fifth decision here is Mike. And we will see if Ben Tate or Knowshon Moreno gets the nod. And I think that that's a toss-up, and we'll see who Mike picks and whether or not it affects his matchup against myself. I hope he picks the wrong person there. So finally, bonus pick. I don't know if it's going to earn him any points, but it could certainly lose him points if he makes the wrong decision again. We're going back to Tony's Tigers and the Vic and Roethlisberger matchup. Interesting note, Roethlisberger is projected for 17 and Vic is only projected for 13. I'm not sure where they're getting that, but it's certainly a decision to keep an eye on. That's a little bonus one for the week. And next week we'll move forward. Hopefully I'll be able to get the chance to give some of the people that don't have decisions yet one. But one thing obviously that happens throughout the year is the tough decisions to make are probably going to be there the next week too. So although I'll try to mix it up, sometimes it's going to stay kind of the same. So those are things to keep an eye on. We'll look at how they did next week.